Your government cares about you so much that they're worried about bullies in school. Sounds like bullies in school when they say they're not going to put something in their body they don't want to have in there, but you want something in your body that makes you safe, and you wear all this stuff and stay so many feet away, and because it all keeps you safe. But then you're worried about what other people do, because that's like bullying. Uh, Unlike the federal government telling you that you have to do something, because well, they decide that's what's best for you, because you're now the sheeple that do as you're told, shit like that. Then you have mainstream media pushing the horse paste, the ivermectin, because Joe Rogan apparently made him well. He allegedly had the old C virus and was given this stuff called ivermectin. And there's been millions and millions of doses of this shit given. It's used for everything from yellow fever to what else? No, it's used for yellow fever. It's used for a bunch of shit. It's like any medication, like Neurontin as an example. It's was designed for use for epileptics, and now it's used for pain medicine. It's supposed to be less addictive than opiates, but it's not. It's just as addictive. When you withdraw from it, you withdraw from it the same way. Sort of. Not really, but sort of. So, the day, we've already known the day was going to come when people, something was going to happen and you're going to see who's who. We're probably about to see it. All those people that I'm not doing nothing, I'm not putting nothing in my body I don't want. Chances are that they're an adult with a family. They probably work for a company that has more than 100 employees, which means what? That they're most likely going to be ordered to have to do something. So it's nonsense. Welcome to the United States, land of the free, home of the brave. Brave enough to sit on your ass and let your government rule over you. Anybody want to argue with me now that we're not worse off than the founders were under King George? Anybody want to have that argument with me? Well, we can have it. I mean, I've been saying that shit for years, but we can have it now if you'd like. I'd like to hear what your point of view on it. But it just amazes me, man. It blows my mind that we live in a time where, because you want to do something, you think I have to do something. And then that you thing that you want to do, or that thing you want to do, is going to be forced on me, force by force. I'm just curious where all these people are at that are saying they're going to refuse to do this thing, and why they're not applying force. And force is going to be applied in many ways. It don't have to be violent. But it blows my mind that, just been thinking about it for the last hour or so. Like, this is where we live at. This is today. People sit around and will do absolutely nothing except for what they're told to do, because they're good little sheeples. And that's what good little sheeples do. What they're told to do. Somebody mentioned the truckers shutting down, because most trucking companies have over 100 employees. A lot of the bigger ones do anyway. And problem with that is then the blame still wouldn't go to the government, because it's never the government. It's never the politicians or the enforcers of the politicians. It'd be the truckers' fault then, right? So now you have your truckers getting their windows broke out of their trucks and shit like that because they refuse to vaccinate, or they'll probably give them an exemption or something. That's probably what they wind up doing, is just exempt the truckers, because they'd be special in that case. I'm surprised they haven't exempted the cops. Cops gonna have to get vaccinated, because I mean, every municipality has more than 100 employees, just about. Oh, they are, man. Propaganda machine works hard. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like, what's different in them what's in them that I don't have in me? Like, why aren't people willing to stand up for what they believe in? I don't know. I think the thing's going to get spicy when people continue to get sick from whatever it is. You know, I got my best friend's in the hospital right now with allegedly this thing, you know, possibly dying. I mean, he's bad, 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 bad off. He was so bad. He was so bad the other day they let his kids, all his wife and his 4 kids, all go at the same time and see him, like they thought he was going to die. Now, mind you, Joe Rogan that caught the same thing had medicines available to him because he's rich. My buddy's doctor tried to get those same meds for him, and he was ratted out by not only another doctor, but the pharmacy at the hospital. The idea was like, it's not going to hurt anything, so why not, right? They wouldn't give him the meds. I think he even changed his doctor. Well, if it's not going to hurt anything, what does it hurt giving him the meds? You know, if it's not going to, you know, if it's not like, well, this could save you, but it might kill him, I can understand. You know, I don't understand at the end, it's the patient's choice. But when it's, hey, we're going to give him these meds and either nothing's going to happen, or he's going to get better, why not? There's something more at play here, right? And it's about control. I mean, people have their ideals of what it's about. I wouldn't doubt if it's just a placebo. You know, I don't think they're sticking any kind of nano robots in there. Who knows? Maybe they are. Maybe the 5G thing and all that stuff's crazy. They're going to be doing remote control just for robots. GPS in their every move, which they already do. But it's a bit more about control than anything. You know, at some point in time, when you want all power, you have to see if you can get all that power. And you do that by pushing your luck. That's what I call it. Pushing your luck. But I'm just curious where all these sleeping bears are at, gays and gizmos. Where's that sleeping bear at you've been talking about? I bet he was first in line when he was told to. Guarantee it. All these dudes just gonna, you know, I've been telling people for years that we need to have like YouTube fan appreciation day. Everybody meet somewhere and bring your gear. Let's, you know, have a day of appreciation for YouTube. All the big channels, one place, millions of people. Nope. We can do machine gun shoots though. Stupid shit like that. Can't do anything that's worthwhile because, you know, might affect our pockets. Might affect our pockets. Yeah, you hear that, right? ADT called phone unit in my house when I'm here. Oh shit! It's just unreal, man. Like, what are we seeing happening before us as we do nothing about it? Will anybody ever do anything about it? I don't think so. Yeah, I bet he's already got the pokey poke too, man. Oh, really? I didn't know that technique. Yeah, his ass probably more than anything. All of them, man. They're all just, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. You know, it's beating the same dead horse. Doesn't matter what we're talking about. It's just all the same horse who's beating the hell out of this horse. And you try to, you know, get people to wake up, and just people are unwilling to sacrifice across the board. Everybody is. Doesn't matter what it is. They're unwilling to sacrifice. They're unwilling to, you know, do whatever. It just blows my mind. I don't understand it a bit. Let me turn this off. Stop vibrating. My bad. It's unreal. Unfucking real. I need to call my brother yet to see what he's gonna say about it. Oh yeah, definitely. They'll do as they're told, man. Because if you don't do as you're told, you get in trouble, right? And if you get in trouble, and you don't do as you're told, you might die. You can't die because we believe in our Jesus so much. You know, it's amazing. It's just all of it just blows my mind to think about it. To think about that, like the bullshit that fucker was saying in his speech. I listened to it, but then I missed part of it. I was kind of just I just I missed like exactly who he said because I remember I got mad. He said Jesus when he was talking about any company with over 100 employees. But I thought it said something about the Department of Health in your state or some shit. I didn't pay much attention to it, to be honest with you. Because once I heard that, I was like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Hang on one second. Shut up, stupid. It's me. Are you blind? I'm right here, dummy. Go lay down. Go find a bone to chew on. Stupid ass dogs. But things are going to get interesting. It's going to be interesting no matter what, just to see what people do. But you already know what people are going to do. The vast majority of people are going to do just as they're told and talk all this a good game and shit. Like I'm just worried about getting places. That's all I'm worried about. You know, what if it gets to the point where you have cops walking up on you, or they have some kind of like roadblocks or something. What if it gets to that point? Because they're just going to continue to place some kind of restrictions on the people when nothing changes, and it's not going to change. Every time there's a new jab, there's going to be a variant. That's how viruses work. What really kills me is like, look how long it took them to, I don't even know. Well, no, forget about that. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest with you. Let's hope that people stand their ground and just refuse to do it. But I doubt they will. Did you see that? I haven't even watched it yet. Shooting at Clouds. I hadn't even watched it yet, man. Christy came in and took it and fell asleep. I didn't even ask her what it was. I thought about it, but she was asleep and I couldn't get her phone. I'll be sure to watch it tonight, though. Yeah, but at some point, Claire, they'll stop that shit too. At some point, they will. If you're working for yourself for homeowners, you can get away with it. But at some point, they'll make a way to where it's impossible to get around it. I mean, even right now, if you are, let's say, you work for yourself, you do heating and air, and a nursing home calls you to do some heating and air work, you have to show your vaccination to then go in the nursing home and do that job. Oh yeah, 100%. If they knew what was going to happen today, they never would have fought the revolution for sure. They just listed as that because they are told to research it's actually illegal for you to know which variant you have. No shit. Well, I know this. I know recently that they allegedly came out with a new jab that is done through your nose. Like it's an inhaler or something. But you're not sticking nothing in my body. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it is. It's not going to be a jab. It's not going to be a poke. It ain't going to be a test. Nothing. You can all kiss my ass. If you can figure out how to wipe the spit off your face after I spit in your face and test it, you can test that. But you ain't sticking nothing in me. Yeah, did you hear the lady in Australia talking about the New World Order? Like she's standing up on the stage talking to a crowd of people answering questions about their shit, and it's on Brian from Grease Monkey Videos. It was on that channel. I don't know, man. I just like I said, you're not sticking nothing in me. The mask has come off. Nah, everybody you've seen wearing a mask this whole time, they'll do what they're told. Tell you what, they made it easy on me to defend myself. What costume they have on. I'm telling you. Yeah, I seen that too on Thomas, that was Thomas or Tom Heller. That whose video that was on where he slowed it down. Where she's like pandemic. Like, and everybody knows, man. That's the thing. Everybody knows. Everybody sees what's going on. We're just watching it happen. Ain't nobody doing shit about it. Ain't trying to do anything. Ain't trying to stop it. Ain't trying to say we're not going to do it. Not, hey, let's all move somewhere and keep it from happening to each other at least. Because like when they go to force something on you, they do it by force, and by force is paid goons. So unless you have enough goons on your own side to fight their goons, it's a losing battle, man. You know, you can't win on your own. You just can't. My work isn't affected. Still have it on a mask, but not me either. May not even be here. Right? Yeah, he yeah, Big Bush did say that. We was talking about that earlier. Yeah, it baffles me too. I don't understand it either. I mean, but we've been, shoved down the belief hole that we're a democracy where the majority rules, which means you no longer have rights. You only have what rights the majority says you do. President of the United States just proved that today. He his job is to protect my country. No, it's not. Your job is to represent the country. You old senile bastard. Yeah, we're supposed to be, but we haven't been for a long time. Right inside. It's good too. Yeah, that lady in Australia was good. I heard that. Christy heard it. She's like, "What the hell?" It baffles my mind, man. You know, what are you gonna do? Your options are A, be self sufficient. B, try to make it on your own and work for yourself. C, turn on the fuck it switch, and whatever happens, happens. Americans first. People have spent fighting today. I don't know. I forget the name of the place. Benero. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I know that. It's all that matters. Workers won't get any contracts or any jobs without proof. Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. I bet like any kind of yeah, I bet you're probably right. And then it'll extend out. If your company has 105 employees and then you call in an AC guy, they're going to say that he has to be show proof. And it'll get to the point where those paper documents, those paper whatever, won't be enough. That won't be proof anymore because so many people have um, forged them, and that'll be next. Well, people are forging this, so we need to give everybody that got the jab a nice little tattoo. We'll make it pretty, and it's going to have an RDI chip in it or RFID chip in it, so we can track you. It's for your safety. Yeah, I didn't get no ice cream. I got ice cream in the fridge. I'll get some here in a minute. Cookies and chocolate chip cookie dough. RFID, yeah. Those people, if they can like, and just like that, you could like. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to my cousin's house. He lived in a subdivision in the summertime, and dude, like, them ice cream dudes used to make bank every day. They'd be there at the same time every day. See, here she don't do it right. She just randomly shows up. Got to be there at the same time so they know you're coming. Kids can get ready. You tell them, hey, I'll be here at 5:30 every Friday, and they'll be out there on the street waiting. Lieutenant Dan, yeah, ice cream. It's good shit. I'm interested to see what's going to happen though, man. Hopefully everybody just says no and starts quitting their jobs, but that's not going to happen. No, supposedly there's some um, ingredients list out there, but who knows, man? Listen, my cousin makes this shit right down the road here. What's weird about it is it has the same ingredients as Pfizer's, Johnson and Johnson, one of the two, and it's not approved in the U.S. He works for AstraZeneca, and he won't take it. They asked him if he got it. He just said yeah, and they haven't said nothing to him. I have an inexperienced sugar dealer. Yeah, I know, right? I'll take a few hours to alter the perception that you can force intensive ways. I don't have a shirt. I don't have a Freedom Tour 21. I should make some, right? It's about to be fun. I'm just worried about getting places, you know. What happens if we're somewhere and they decide that you can't cross state lines anymore if you don't have a this or that? That's the only thing I'm concerned with. Anything else, I ain't worried about. I was gonna say something. You know, well, here's what I don't. Here I'm really surprised this hasn't happened, and I'm not promoting this happening because it'd be very bad on me. Somebody with 3 minutes, a printer, and a rifle could shut the grid down in this country. And with the way the supply chain is right now, it would be a year and a half before they got transformers to fix it. Like just something ain't right. Like people just I don't know, just something ain't right. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that I mean, there's got to be people that has had enough at some that are doing things where they're just not showing it. Do we just not see it? Or have people just not had enough yet? It's not touched them in a way that they care enough about. And then they're pushing all this shit at the same time. So, and it's all, if you've noticed, it's all toward one side. So, the reclassification of what a firearm is, or redefining what a firearm is, pistol braces, uh, the passport thing, the jab thing, the mask thing, all things that certain people don't want to have nothing to do with, right? But nothing ever goes the other way. The pendulum never really swings. They say some people say the pendulum always swings back. It never does. It's always this side is responsible for everything. Even when the Republicans have, and I just don't see how people just don't. They don't see it. They don't see that it's just a scam, and we're all being scammed in some way. I've seen or heard about yeah, I seen that. I seen that too. I seen where I forget what exactly what it said, but I know what you're talking about. They don't, man. Nobody wants to sacrifice anything. I mean, the vaccine gets mandated in all our places. Is only getting to a third. There's more like it should have been a long time ago, but dude, we all got family everywhere, man. But it comes down to the point where you have to say, okay, if I stay here, am I willing to do what I'm either a going to have to do, or am I willing to stay here just to die, or am I going to leave and go try something else? Yeah, I seen that. I seen that shooting. Shooting. You know, I mean, like, why can't people see what's going on? And then why? I don't know. And what kills me is they continue to support the police. That's what kills me. The people who enforce all the bullshit. And when I say police, I mean anybody with a badge. It doesn't matter if it's the cops, the IRS, the FBI, CIA, local, state, federal, doesn't matter. National Guard. No, I get it, Twiggy. I'm with you, man. But we can't, you can't do anything if you're over there and I'm over here. I called the doctor's office to make an appointment today because I was just thinking about my exemption for my mask and how it was worded, and I need to talk to my doctor about something else because I got this. Anyway. I'm going in there tomorrow, and the lady on the phone was like, "Why do you need to be seen?" I was like, "For an exemption." She's like, "For." I was like, "You can read it right there. Surely to God, you know why." And I asked her, I'm like, when are we going to quit playing this game with this shit? And she started laughing. And I'm like, if that don't tell you something, and like, I'm not saying that there's not people getting sick. I know somebody, like I said, my best friend's in the hospital right now, sick. Like they thought he was going to die the other day, and but it's not worth what we're all having to deal with. It's not worth putting everybody through this shit because some people are so afraid. They believe so much in God, they're afraid to meet their God from sickness. Expedient homemade firearms. Hopefully, everybody's got the firearms they need by now. A whole life from British Columbia to come back to the States. Oh, but yeah, I know. I've heard old Justin Trudeau. He's a piece of shit, ain't he? Can you even say he's a piece of shit? Won't you like go to jail or something? Bastards. People love it here too, though, man. I mean, you're coming here to see the same shit going on. Until people decide to stand up and say no, we've had enough, and quit worrying about the optics of shit, and until they quit worrying about, it's nothing's going to stop. The roller coaster has made it over that hill and it's picking up steam now, and nothing will stop it. Well, one thing will stop it, but people are it's frustrating. People won't even it's your community here on YouTube is holding the show. Yeah. Yeah, 100% Stephen Cromwell. 1000%. I fear the dude ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? People that have nothing to lose are the freest people in the country. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Hopefully something happens. Something changes. Somebody makes a call out. We all wind up at the same place at the same time. Something. Mm. I don't even know what to say about it, man. It's frustrating. Hey, T Black. Okay, better states than here. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe it is. Like, I mean, yeah. I guess it is. But it's still going that direction, man. Like you can't run from it. People for since the beginning of the country has been running from all these things. You don't like all the laws in California, you move to Arizona. When all the laws in Arizona changed to like the ones in California, you move to New Mexico or whatever it is. When there's nowhere left to run, what do you do? Why did you run all the time, or why did your family before you run if you were going to do nothing? But I want to see where this sleeping bear that is allegedly being getting poked all this time. Where's all these bears at? Engaged in gizmos. What should this hit the fan? Where are we mean? Wherever I'm at, man. One dimension fuel. Yeah, I agree, man. Like people don't live. New Hampshire. New Hampshire will have COVID passport to travel on highway. No, I didn't, man. I don't have Twitter. I did look into I did just start looking at New Hampshire stuff, and I seen where they were. Somebody was suing somebody, or wait, no, they was having a meeting. I forget now. I forget what it said now. I read something on it, but it wasn't about that. It said nothing about that. In the chat, have you seen you shot? There's 36-year-old anyone had the treatment. Nope, not it. I don't think anybody here that I know of is the treatment. What's it treat? Insanity? There's 35 people. Has anybody got the old jab? I know there's a Fed in here, and you have to by law. So just come out and just say it. Looks like your easy pass for the trolls. Give me the code password again. Shit's crazy, man. I believe it though. I mean, look what they were doing in New York with that key to the city or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Like it just. What is your line? Like what when they're coming to your house or they're stabbing your kid in school? If this forces kids in school to do this because before Kids didn't catch it. Now kids are going to die from it if you don't give them this thing. There's probably more kids dying from it than there has been from the other it. You got to pull your kids out of school and homeschool them because we just talked about that too. I just said, I said earlier, my 15-year-old talking to Christy, I said Trey needs to get back in school, and she said, "You want to put him back in school and it's like this?" And it didn't hit me at first. I was like, "Well, no, I ain't gonna put him back in school if they're trying that bullshit." But hopefully, we move far enough away to the hole somewhere where um, they're not buying into it. You know, I just I can't believe that these state legislators and state governments ain't standing up to the federal government though. It's as simple as the governor calling the White House and saying, "Your agents ain't welcome in my state any longer. They'll be treated as they'll be arrested and prosecuted." Right, but it's not that they just Biden just he was talking about the jab for the 12-year-olds today. But you get it anyway, then you just died inside anyway. I agree with that, Travis. So if you believe the vax is wrong, but you get it anyway, then you just died inside anyway. But people will do it because they're scared to death, man. Like you start talking about jail, you better do this or you're going to jail. People will fold. They will fold. And the only way and then at that point you have two options, you know, and neither one of them is good options. But that's only two if you're by yourself, or if it's just you and a buddy. Now, if it's you and 10 families, you might have a little breathing room anyway. I'm curious to see what all these medical workers are going to do that have been protesting lately. Guns mentioned the other day that he's seen about 150 people protesting outside of one of the local hospitals. I'm curious to see if they're going to fold or if they're going to stand their ground and refuse. Sherman flat out said if they disobey the governor, they will lose funding for the district. So what? So what if they lose funding? Then let the parents who have kids that go there pay for the school. Quit paying your fucking property taxes and donate to the school to teach your kids. I mean, as a teacher, what does a teacher make a year? How much? 50,000? $25 an hour? She's in school for 8 hours. $200. She teaches 20 kids, $10 a day per kid, $5 a day per kid. If you don't like it, you homeschool them. If I could do, I'll just add more to the cause, guarantee y'all whenever. Right there, put the protest exploded. I bet there were 1,000 people at that event. That so where I mean, like, where are they all at, and why aren't they all getting together? I mean, like, I get it. You go to a protest and you say, "Oh, we're not going to do this," and then you guys go your separate ways and you go to your jobs. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. You go your separate ways and go to your jobs, where now you're outnumbered 100 to 1. Yeah, Thomas, they don't give a shit. They don't care. The Americans with Disabilities Act doesn't matter anymore. This thing trumps everything, man. Like we've shown that over the past year with all the times, even on here, all the times I've dealt with the cops. And they do as they're told. They back, corporate America. Corporate America, funnels millions of dollars into the politicians' pockets. Politicians shut down the little guy by threatening the fines that they can't pay. Corporate America gets richer, everybody else gets poorer. You own nothing and be happy, right? Sure, on my own terms. Yeah, I'm fed up. I'm pretty aggravated with it too. Like, not even 2 more weeks, we're out of here. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. 3D printer goes brr. You need a 3D printer for. You can build everything, or you build anything you can buy. You ain't got to print it. You can build it in a quarter of the time. Such as cool, faster, just really all. Still presidential. They don't care how many protest people. They've been stealing the presidential election as long as you've been alive. It's nothing new. For some reason, they just showed you this time. Why? Why? I want to tell you why. Because Biden's going to push all this crap through, and then in 2024, Trump's going to come back, and then he's going to get you on his team to further push communism in. I mean, look, in the 4 years Trump was in office, he pushed communism ahead by decades in this country. The communist agenda. Can't say he didn't. So they let Trump come back in. All the Trump supporters, which he's not going to lose that election mysteriously. It won't be rigged because none of them are right. Yeah, they've all. There's not been a fair election in your lifetime. When those who have no skin in the game have the same say as those who have skin in the game, it's not very fair. Evil. My dad took it. He didn't tell me though until I just randomly asked him fishing one night. Oh yeah, as long as we can get Doritos and chocolate chip cookie dough, we're good to go, bro. That's happiness, sweet happiness. That's freedom there. Sweet freedom. I am worried. I mean, I'm worried about I'm just worried. I'm just worried about our move. I just want to get to wherever it is, but I'm not going to have enough money to buy what I want. So I'm going to have to settle, which I don't really like, but it is what it is. I'll have more than enough, but not enough. I have enough to do what we need to do. Now it's learning how to do all those things. Don't have the 40 mile mic. So you guys don't have the 40 mic mic with the little shells. What are my my Jets? What do you mean? Oh, YouTube keeps me down. They don't like me. I'm the first person. I'm still waiting on my plaque. Monetized, demonetized. 5 videos age restricted, about 5 taken down, and a strike all on the same day. Same 24-hour period, not even 24-hour period. It was all in like 10 hours for real. They fooled me when Trump won. Dude, Trump was nothing more than a psyop, man. Like it was to do nothing but pull the right further left because he can't do any wrong, right? Because everything he does do is great. Everything that he doesn't do is the Democrats' fault. It's just political theater. They're all on the same team. It ain't your team. I don't trust any of them. I mean, well, it's not even about being fixed, Thomas Staples. It's the even if they let's just say that wasn't fixed. When you have skin in the game, you have a vote because you have skin in the game. When people don't have skin in the game but they have a vote, they vote for more of your money. Who was it? What was that though? Was it Thomas Paine that said that was talking about the democracy only works until people figure out they can vote themselves decree from the public coffers. That's when it fails. Well, guess what? I don't. Well, I mean, at the top, I don't think it's political theater. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. It's about power and money. And look what they're doing. They're getting all the money and all the power. I mean, if you would have invested in what It was $15,000. I forget what company it was. If you would have invested $15,000 in this company in 2001, as of a month ago, you would have made like $1.5 million or something crazy shit, like something crazy. Might not be that much. I remember it was over a million. Yeah, it was $15,000 investment, and it was one of these defense contractors. They we had a 2 decade war where we gave these defense contractors no bid, no big contracts. Yeah, just send us an invoice. We don't need to know what it cost. They're gonna pick up the tab. They got it. Oh, we got guys with guns that'll make them pick it up. It's cool. Go ahead, do what you do. And these people at the top, they know what's going to happen. They're the ones who make the decisions. So they invest their money in a company that happens to do this thing. Then they cause this thing's product to be needed. So money has to be money. If something ever happens, money has to be taken out of politics completely. You need to go back to it being all those positions being voluntary. No lobbyists. Get rid of the lobbyists. All that shit. What's supposed to be like? Oh, I know I can never lose money. I mix up the tax free income. That's why I made a fortune off of it. Yeah, I mean Halliburton made a ton of money. Trump's always been a Democrat. He's still a socialist Democrat. He didn't just wake up one morning like, oh, I'm a Republican. Holy shit. I mean, like, the Republicans didn't even believe him. They made him sign a contract with him saying he would run as a Republican. It'll be fun to watch our dance around this. We have over 350 people. What? HR dance run. Oh, it'll be fun to watch HR dance runs too. Right. At your work, trying to verify everybody's shit. Are they going to have to verify it? Or are they just going to have to see it? You know what I mean? Are they just going to say, show us a picture of your thing? Let me see your thing. Hey, I need to write these numbers down in your thing so I can make sure you got this thing. I wouldn't doubt it if he was on the Israeli coin. Yeah, joke's on them, right? It is for a little bit anyway. But you will enjoy watching this. Bring over the night vision. Let's watch it at nighttime. That's very strictly doing the false labor to pass away. Come on, not everything is not everything is a false flag or something. Sometimes shit happens, you know what I mean? But who knows what's going to happen? I mean, as of right now, we know what's happening because we see it happening, and we don't do shit, so we can't even worry about what might happen. Yeah, I don't stand with Rand Paul either. He's just another one of them. Shit, there ain't even a curtain. They're running it out in the open, and people just willfully ignore it, turn their head. Earth ain't flat. Come on now. Not everything is a lie. You know how many people would have to be in on the lie for the Earth to be flat? You can't keep a secret between two people. You think tens of thousands of people are going to keep a secret, especially one that big? Not tell their kids. Not tell their wives. Like, what do you think when you watching space shuttles? Have you ever watched a space shuttle launch in real life? When you watch a space shuttle launch at Cape Canaveral, where do you think those space shuttles were going to? Flying to the edge of the iceberg? No, they're just around. I mean, space is real. I don't think we've ever been to the moon, though. I think that there was enough reason to lie about it. We're in the middle of the Cold War. I think that I definitely think that there's a lot of bullshit, but I mean, the problem is there's so much information that's not good that people just make up a lot of times. You have to weed through it all and decide for yourself what's true, what's not. You know, and if Earth is flat, does it ever end? Where does it end at? And if what we've been told isn't true, and Earth isn't round, what else isn't real? Dude, like the middle of the damn. I shouldn't be eating this shit. It's fat news. Fuck, I don't care. I don't know. Come on, puppy dogs, I'll let you in. Oops, well, that'll work. I don't know. I'm just wanting to see where it goes, see what people do. I'm not going to be here, so. I want to be in some 10-year-old deer stand made out of 2x4s in West Virginia, hiding in a tree with nods on, waiting. No way. Gotta live life. If I had told you 3 years ago this shit would have been going on, might as well be at in 3 more years. 2 more years, shit. 2 more months. Because it won't stop until they have control of everybody. Now you have the whole China, Afghanistan, lithium, Iran, Pakistan. Bunch of trouble. Bunches of trouble. And money. Ahead of the rich. While the poor will continue to get poorer, your money. You know, that's why I'm worried about hanging on to money. Every day becomes less valuable. This house didn't sell for what it did because it's worth that. It sold for that because the money is less valuable than it was a year ago or whenever. And they just keep printing it off because they've taken their money and they put it in hard assets, most of it. And what they haven't, they put in something else that makes more money the faster than they can print it, which I don't know what that is, but they won't tell us. And the problem with that is the stagnant wages. So if a normal house costs $300,000 next year, but you're still making $1,250 at your job that you've been making there since 2002, how can you afford that house? You can't. And that's all they continue to do is make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Weird shit. I can't get over why people would want to have control over other people. Like, what's in you? What's wrong with you? Because there's something wrong with you. Listen to that dementia-ridden bastard today. He kept talking about his power. That dude only has what power you give him on a personal level. Don't give him any, you don't have any. But when you're on your own, it's a losing game to play. You're going to lose no matter what. go. I don't know. Better play this one by ear. It seems. This is the best ice cream ever. Homemade chocolate chip cookie dough. Shit is banging. Dude, screw what they thought. There's people that still think that shit, Stephen. There are still people on his nuts. Trump's saving all the sex trafficked children. They built tunnels from Iran to Jerusalem. You could drive 2 jump trucks through side by side, made out of gold bars they found in the Vatican. Get the fuck out of here. That dude's a superhero. He'll start seeing him with a cape on. He's gonna look like that thumbnail I used where he's in the cape, getting ready to sit down at the throne. Got the king's crown on. Probably what they want. He'll probably come back in 2024, sign an executive order making himself dictator. Continue to give the left everything they want. Convince the right that what he's doing is because he's a patriot. And everybody will just fall in line. But this is what people do. And that's what they do. I still can't get over what we was talking about yesterday. People just openly saying that, like bragging about it. I won't snitch on you. We tried to find that dude's channel today. We couldn't find it. He probably got something that probably logs out of it or something. I don't know how it works. It doesn't have no videos, maybe, who knows. This is my business. You caused me monetary. I forget what you said. I'm suing you. Fucker. Just don't wait on a lawsuit from CRS. Don't even got that one. I'm being told I'm going to be sending another one. Go ahead and send them, motherfuckers. Can't squeeze blood from a turnip. Still away. $5 Clark County child support. As long as I did, $100 your dumb asses. But like I said earlier, you're having a conversation about something or pointing out the lies in something, and they lick the boot so much that they want to involve something else that has nothing to do with it, just to try to discredit what you said. And I asked a couple of people why. What makes people tick like this? Because like when something happens, never once my first thought been, let's call the cops. Ever. Ever, for anything. I've never thought that. So what makes people think that that's the solution? Let's call the cops and they'll put you in handcuffs and kidnap you, and that make me happy. So yay, let's do that. But they can openly just randomly say shit, right? Because I went back and looked what he said. He said I had been to prison because of heroin, B&Es or something, and I haven't been. So I said, "Oh, why don't you tell everybody about that kitty touching case you would have been convicted of, but the kid didn't die." I was just saying it like I said it in a way that you can understand. Go read it; it's still there. I said it in a way that you would understand that I was just saying it, trying to prove the point, right? And he didn't like that. Then it became a problem that we're just saying shit. He can say whatever he wants, but if I just say some random shit, he allowed to say that. But then my taxes came into play. He has a lawyer on retainer, and it's not smart for somebody who hasn't paid their taxes in 10 years to do something. Nick Bolton, like he was fucking telling the world something that he knows. Dude, you're not the only dude in the world that knows my name. Everybody knows my name. Fucking everybody got my damn home address. Half the people on here got my phone number. I got 500 and something contacts on my phone. I got 2 people in my family I call. I probably got 400 people in my contacts on my phone that got my phone number. My cousins were just in South Korea. They just came back. One of them got deployed somewhere else. I don't know where. His name was Sport Brand. I've seen the name somewhere before. But he said, I posted it yesterday that somehow it got taken down now. I'll send you a text here in a minute with the screenshot I took of it where he flat out says he's going to snitch on me for not paying taxes. What he's so fucking stupid about it is like there's a reason why. You know why? Because when you everybody can file exempt, right? So if I didn't file exempt, what would happen is they would take my money and they would give it all back. Instead, I just keep my money. But like you tell people things, and if you don't give them every detail, they think they have something over on you, right? Deny himself. Flat out, no done. Yeah, he wants to be a snitch. That's what he said exactly. I got the screenshot of it. It's still over there. He left it up. But like, what drives people to be like that though? What makes you want to call the cops on somebody? Like, why is that your first solution to everything? Like, you got my home address. Come see me. The door's right that way. You can knock on it. I'll answer it. Whenever somebody knocks, I answer the door. And if you want, you can walk around the house and we can go right back there and nobody will bother us. We can handle whatever you want to handle. People they can't do that. So we came to the conclusion that they're A, scared of me, B, are scared of me, C, are scared of me with a little envy. Either way, they're all scared. Right. Probably, man. Oh, he's a gamer? Oh my god. Holy shit. He's a gamer. It just blows my mind. And then, like I said, it makes no sense. But they feel free to say stuff that is not true about you. But then if you say something that's not true about them, even if you make it known that what you're saying is not true, like I did. Now it's, oh, I'm going to sue you. Like you just did the same thing to me, dipshit. This is my business. When you can't even look it up. When your YouTube channel ain't come up and it's your business. Okay. Said I cost him money. How did he word it? I forget how it was worded. It don't matter. It piques my curiosity to see why people right, you're not required to file if you have no liability. Right. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is, man. It's never like that. That's honestly never been a solution to any problem I've had. I've never ever thought of it that way. I doubt it. I doubt there's some dude sitting at the FBI right now watching my channel. Could be though. Who knows? I don't care. The system's failing, Robert. Yeah, I used to be against that. I used to be against like all that shit. Now it's just like I don't care. Burn it to the ground. Take it. Everybody go apply for welfare. But all they'll do is just raise the debt ceiling and print more money, and then because of that, now your money's worth less. Your money's worthless, and pretty soon it'll be worthless. It's worth less now. It's gonna be worth less then. Worthless. 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 In 3 years, you may not even be able to buy anything for 50 grand. No kind of land. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I just want to see what people do. I just want to see that first dude that says, you know what, I'm done. You see the fell down. No, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, Cheeseburger. That was their intent. My daughter wants to shave her 10-year-old Yorkie into a dog mullet. And I'm like, just tell her, dude, you gotta do that shit. Give him a mohawk. Give him a mohawk first and take a picture of it. That'll be some funny shit. I won't jump off here, guys. I got up early. I want to take a nap. Stay safe. Don't call the cops on people. They're not the solution, they're the problem. It's going, and she was trying to keep it a secret from my brother. I wouldn't trust her. See y'all. Be safe.